Grandfather's downstairs.
Dad, can't you tell him I'm sick?
You're sick is the reason he's here.
He's going to pinch my cheek. I hate it.
Hey! How's the sick kid? Alright, I'll leave you two pals alone. I got you a special present. Open it.
A book?
That's right. When I was your age, television was called books. And this is a special book. My father read it to me when I was sick, and I read it to your father. And today, I'm going to read it to you.
Does it have any sports in it?
Are you kidding? It's got fencing and fighting, torturing giants, monsters, revenge, chases, escapes, true love and miracles.
It doesn't sound too bad. I'm trying to stay awake.
Well, thank you very much. Your vote of confidence is overwhelming. The Princess Bride by S. Morgenstern, Chapter 1.
Buttercup was raised on a small farm in the country of Florin. Her favorite pastimes were riding her horse and tormenting the farm boy that worked there. His name was Wesley, but she never called him that. Isn't that a wonderful beginning?
Yeah, it's really good.
Nothing gave Buttercup as much pleasure as ordering Wesley around.
Farm boy, polish my horse's saddle. I want to see my face shining in it by morning.
As you wish. As you wish was all he ever said to her.
Farm boy, fill this with water. Please.
As you wish. That day, she was amazed to discover that when he was saying, as you wish, what he meant was, I love you. And even more amazing was the day she realized she truly loved him back.
Farm boy, fetch me that picture.
As you wish.
Hold it. What is this? Are you trying to trick me? Where's the sports in this? Is this a kissing book?
Wait, just wait.
But when does it get good?
Keep your shirt on. Let me read. Wesley had no money for marriage, so he packed his few belongings and left the farm to seek his fortune across the sea. It was a very emotional time for Buttercup.
Don't believe this.
I fear I'll never see you again.
Of course you will.
But what if something happens to you?
Hear this now. I will come for you.
But how can you be sure?
This is true love. You think this happens every day? Wesley didn't reach his destination. His ship was attacked by the dread pirate Roberts, who never left captives alive. When Buttercup got the news that Wesley was murdered...
Murdered by pirates is good.
She went into the room and shut the door. And for days she neither slept nor ate.
I will never love again.
5 years later, the main square of Florin City was filled as never before to hear the announcement of the great Prince Humperdinck's bride-to-be.
My people, a month from now, our country will have its 500th anniversary. On that sundown, I shall marry a lady who was once a commoner like yourselves, but perhaps you will not find her common now. Would you like to meet her?
Yay!
My people, Princess Buttercup.
Buttercup's emptiness consumed her. Though the law of the land gave Humperdinck the right to choose his bride, she did not love him. Despite Humperdinck's reassurance that she would grow to love him, the only joy she found was in her daily ride.
A word, my lady. We are but poor, lost circus performers. Is there a village nearby?
There is nothing nearby, not for miles.
Then there will be no one to hear you scream.
What is that you're ripping?
It's fabric from the uniform of an army officer of Gilder.
What's Gilder?
The country across the sea, the sworn enemy of Florin. Once the horse reaches the castle, the fabric will make the prince suspect the Guelderians have abducted his love. When he finds her body dead on the Gilder frontier, his suspicions will be totally confirmed.
You never said anything about killing anyone.
I've hired you to help me start a war. It's a prestigious line of work with a long and glorious tradition.
I just don't think it's right, killing an innocent girl.
Am I going mad, or did the word think escape your lips? You were not hired for your brains, you hippopotamic landmass.
I agree with Fezzik.
Oh, the sot has spoken. What happens to her is not truly your concern. I will kill her. And remember this, never forget this. When I found you, you were so slobbering drunk that you couldn't buy brandy. And you, friendless, brainless, helpless, hopeless. Do you want me to send you back to where you were, unemployed, in Greenland?
That was Zini. He can fuss.
Fuss. I think he'd like to scream at us.
Probably he means no harm.
He's really very short on charm.
You have a great gift for rhyme.
Yes, some of the time.
Enough of that.
Fezzik, are the rocks ahead?
If there are, we all be dead.
No more rhymes now, I mean it.
Anybody want a peanut?
Yeah!
Hey, get off a pirate ship. Is it Pepper?
Making sure nobody's follow us.
Despite what you think, you will be caught. And when you are, the prince will see you all hanged. Boys, peace.
You're sure nobody's follow us?
Mama?
No reason. I just happened to look behind us and something is there. I don't know how to swim.
Only dog paddle.
She doesn't get eaten by the eels this time.
What?
The eel doesn't get her. I'm explaining to you because you look a bit nervous.
I wasn't nervous. Maybe I was a little bit concerned, but that's not the same thing.
Because we can stop now if you want.
No, you can read a little bit more if you want.
Do you know what that sound is, Highness? Those are the shrieking eels.
We're past that, Grandpa. You read it already.
Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry. Beg your pardon. Alright, let's see. She's in the water. The eel is coming after her. She was frightened. The eel starts to charge her, and then...
I think he's getting closer.
Oh yeah? Only compared to some.
Look! He's right on top of us. I wonder if he's using the same wind we are using.
We're safe. Only Fezzik is strong enough to go up our way. He'll have to sail around for hours until he finds a harbor.
He's climbing the rope. He's gaining on us.
Inconceivable. Faster!
I thought I was going faster.
You were supposed to be this colossus. You were this great legendary thing, and yet he gains.
Well, I'm carrying 3 people, and he's got only himself.
I do not accept excuses. I'm just gonna have to go find myself a new giant, that's all.
Don't say that, Vincini.
Did I make it clear that your job is at stake?
He's got very good arms.
He didn't fall? Inconceivable.
You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
He's climbing.
Well, whoever he is, he's obviously seen us with the princess and must therefore die. You take her. We'll head straight for the Gilded Frontier. Catch up when he's dead. If he falls, fine. If not, the sword.
I'm gonna do him left-handed.
You know what a hurry we're in.
It's the only way I can be satisfied. If I do it my right, it's over too quickly.
Ugh, have it your way.
You be careful. Men in masks cannot be trusted.
I'm waiting.
Hello there. Slow going.
Look, this isn't as easy as it looks.
so I'd appreciate it if you didn't distract me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I do not suppose you could speed things up.
Look, if you're in such a hurry, you could find a rope or a tree branch or something useful to do.
I could do that. I've got some rope up here, but I do not think you would accept my help, as I am only waiting around to kill you.
That does put a damper on our relationship.
But I promise I will not kill you until you reach the top.
That's very comforting, but I'm afraid you'll just have to wait.
I hate waiting. I could give you my word as a Spaniard.
No good. I'm known to many Spaniards.
Is there any way you could trust me?
Nothing comes to mind.
I swear on the soul of my father, Domingo Montoya, you shall reach the top alive.
Throw me the rope.
Yeah. Thank you. We'll wait until you're ready. Again, thank you. I do not mean to pry, but you by chance do not happen to have 6 fingers on your right hand.
Do you always begin conversations this way?
My father, he was slaughtered by a 6-fingered man.
No, mate. I'm a sock puppet.
He was a great sword maker, my father. When the 6-fingered man appeared, he requested a sword.
I've never seen its equal.
The 6-fingered man returned, but demanded the sword at 1/10 the promised price. My father refused, and without a word the 6-fingered man slashed his heart. I love my father. So naturally, I challenge him to a duel. I fight. The 6-fingered man leaves me alive, but he leaves me with this. This sign.
How old were you?
I was 11 years old. When I was strong enough, I dedicated my life to sword fighting, so that one day, when I meet him, I will not fail. I will go up to him and say, "Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die."
You've done nothing but study swordplay.
More a pursuit than a study. I cannot find them. It's been 20 years and I'm starting to lose confidence. I'm only working for Facina to pay the bills. There's not a lot of money in revenge.
Well, I certainly hope you find him someday.
You ready then?
Whether or not, you've certainly been more than fair.
You see me, decent fellow. I hate to kill you. You see me, decent fellow. I hate to die. Again. Naturally, you must expect me to attack with Septina. Naturally, but I find that shouldn't affect our country, don't you? Unless the enemy has studied his grandpa. Which I have. You are one good. Well, told you come so. I admit you're better than I am. Then why are you smiling? Because I know something you don't know. And what is that? I am not left-handed.
I also been here for 20 years.
I must tell you.
Tell me.
I'm not left-handed either.
Who are you?
None of consequence.
I must know.
Get used to disappointment.
Okay. Kill me quickly.
I would as soon destroy a stained glass window as an artist like yourself. However, since I can't have you following me either, please understand, I hold you in the highest respect.
Inconceivable! Give the wench to me. All right, catch up with us quickly.
What do I do?
Finish him. Finish him your way.
Oh, good. Thank you, Vicini. My way. Which way is my way?
Pick up the rock, get behind the tree. In a few minutes, when the man in black comes around the bend and his head is in view, hit him with the rock.
My way isn't very sportsmanlike. I did that on purpose. I don't have to miss.
I believe you. So what happens now?
We face each other like God intended. Sportsmanlike. No tricks, no weapons. Skill against skill alone.
So you mean you put down your rock, I'll put down my sword, and we try to kill each other like civilized people?
I could kill you now.
Well, frankly, I think the odds are slightly in your favor in hand fighting. What are you just fiddling with me or what?
I just want you to feel like you're doing well. I'd hate for you to die feeling embarrassed. You're quick.
Good thing too.
Why are you wearing a mask? Was your face burned by acid or something?
No, I just think they're terribly comfortable.
I just figured why you give me so much trouble.
Why is that? Oh, do you think?
Well, I haven't fought one person in so long. I've been specializing in groups, fighting gangs for local charities, that sort of thing.
Why should that make a difference?
Well, you see, you use different moves when you're fighting half a dozen people. But when you only have to fight.
I don't envy you the headache you'd have in the morning. Sleep well and dream of large women. There was a mighty duel.
It ranged all over. They were both masters.
Who won?
How did it end?
The loser ran off alone. But the winner followed these footprints to Gilda.
Should we track them both?
The loser is nothing. Only the princess matters. Clearly, this is all planned by the warriors of Gilda. We must all be ready for what lies ahead.
Could this be a trap?
I always think everything could be a trap. This is why I'm still alive.
So, it is down to you, and it is down to me. If you wish her dead, by all means, keep moving forward. Let me explain. There's nothing to explain. You're trying to kidnap what I've rightfully stolen. Perhaps an arrangement can be reached. There will be no arrangement. And you're killing her. But if there can be no arrangement, then we are at an impasse. I'm afraid so. I can't compete with you physically, and you're no match for my brains. You're that smart. Let me put it this way. Have you ever heard of Plato, Aristotle, Socrates? Yes. Morons. Really? In that case, I challenge you to a battle of wits. For the princess? To the death? I accept. Good. Then pour the wine. Inhale this, but do not touch. I smell nothing. What you do not smell is called iocane powder. It is tasteless, odorless, dissolves instantly in liquid, and is among the most deadlier poisons known to man. All right? Where is the poison? The battle of wits has begun. It ends when you decide and we both drink, and find out who is right and who is dead. But it's so simple. All I have to do is divine from what I know of you. Are you the sort of man who would put the poison into his own goblet or his enemies? Now, a clever man would put the poison into his own goblet because he would know that only a great fool would reach for what he was given. I'm not a great fool, so I can clearly choose a wine in front of you. But you must have known I wasn't a great fool. You would have counted on it, so you can clearly choose the wine in front of me. You've made your decision then? Not remotely, because iocane comes from Australia, as everyone knows. And Australia is entirely people to criminals. And criminals are used to having people not trust them as you are not trusted by me. So I can clearly choose the wine in front of you. Truly, you have a dizzying intellect. Wait till I get going. Where was I? Australia. Yes, Australia. And you must have suspected I would have known powder's origin, so I can clearly choose the wine in front of me. You're just stalling now. You'd like to think that, wouldn't you? You've beaten my giant, which means you're exceptionally strong, so you could have put the poison into your own goblet, trusting on your strength to save you. So I can clearly choose a wine in front of you. But you've also bested my Spaniard, which means you must have studied, and in studying, you must have learned that man is mortal, so you would have put the poison as far from yourself as possible, so I can clearly choose a wine in front of me. You're trying to trick me into giving away something. It won't work. It has worked! You've given everything away. I know where the poison is. Then make your choice. I will, and I choose. What in the world can that be? What? Where? I don't see anything. I could have sworn I saw something. No matter. What's so funny? I'll tell you in a minute. First, let's drink. Me from my glass, and you from yours. You guessed wrong. You only think I guessed wrong. That's what's so funny. I switched glasses when your back was turned. You fool. You fell victim to one of the classic blunders. The most famous is never get involved in the land war in Asia. But only slightly less well known is this. Never go in against a Sicilian when death is on the line. Who are you?
I am no one to be trifled with, so you ever need know.
To think, all this time, it was your cup that was poisoned.
They were both poisoned. I spent the last 2 years developing immunity to alkaline powder.
Somebody's beaten a giant. There'll be great suffering in Gilder if she dies.
Yeah.
Catch your breath.
If you'll release me, whatever you ask for ransom, you'll get it. I promise you.
Ha 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 ha. And what is that worth? The promise of a woman. You're very funny, Highness.
I was giving you a chance. It doesn't matter where you take me. There's no greater hunter than Prince Humperdinck. He can track a falcon on a cloudy day. He can find you.
You think your dearest love will save you?
I never said he was my dearest love. And yes, he will save me. That I know.
You admit it. You do not love your fiancé.
He knows I do not love him.
Are not capable of love, you mean?
I have loved more deeply than a killer like yourself could ever dream.
That was a warning, Highness. Next time a hand flies on its own. Where I come from, there are penalties when a woman lies.
Alkane powder. I'd bet my life on it. And now the princess's footprints. She's alive, or was, an hour ago. If she is otherwise, when I find her, I shall be very put out.
Yeah.
Rest, your Highness.
I know who you are. Your cruelty reveals everything. You're the dread Private Roberts. Admit it.
With pride. What can I do for you?
You can die slowly, cut into 1,000 pieces.
Hardly complimentary, your Highness. Why lose your venom on me?
You killed my love.
It's possible. I kill lots of people. Who was this love of yours? Another prince like this one? Oddly rich, scabby?
No, a farm boy. Poor. Poor and perfect. With eyes like the sea after a storm. On the high seas, your ship attacked. The dread Pirate Roberts never takes prisoners.
I can't afford to make exceptions. One word leaks out that a pirate has gone soft and people begin to disobey you, and then it's nothing but work, work, work all the time.
You mock my pain.
Life is pain, Highness. Anyone who says differently is selling something. I remember this farm boy of yours, I think. What'll it be, 5 years ago? Does it bother you to hear?
No, nothing you can say will upset me.
He died well. That should please you. No bribe attempts or blubbery. He simply said, please. I need to live. 'Twas the please that caught my memory. I asked him what was so important for him here. True love, he replied. Then he spoke of a girl with surpassing beauty and faithfulness. I can only assume he meant you. You should bless me for destroying him before you found out what you really are.
And what am I?
Faithfulness. He talked of, madam, your endearing faithfulness. Now tell me truly, when you found out he was gone, did you get engaged to your prince the same hour? Or did you wait a whole week out of respect for the dead?
You mocked me once, never do it again. I died that day. You can die too for all I care.
As you wish.
Oh, my sweet Wesley, what have I done? Oof, oof, off,
Disappeared. He must have seen us closing in, which might account for his panic into error. Unless I'm wrong. I'm never wrong. We're headed straight into the fire swamp.
Can you move at all?
You lie. What? I could fly.
Told you I'd always come for you.
Why didn't you wait for me?
Well, you were dead.
That cannot stop true love. All it can do is delay it for a while.
I will never doubt again.
I'll never be a need.
Oh no. No, please.
What is it? What's the matter?
They're kissing again. Do we have to hear the kissing part?
Someday you might not mind so much.
Skip on to the fire swamp. That sounded good.
You're sick? I'll humor you. So now, where were we? Yeah. Oh, okay. Wesley and Buttercup raced along the ravine floor.
Ha! Your pig fiancé is too late. A few more steps, and we'll be safe in the fire swamp.
You'll never survive.
Nonsense. You're only saying that because no one ever has. It's not that bad. Well, I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but the trees are actually quite lovely. Just a bit. Well now, that was an adventure. Singed a bit, were you?
You?
One thing I will say, Fire Swamp sure does keep you on your toes.
This will all soon be but a happy memory, because Robert's ship Revenge is anchored at the far end, and I, as you know, am Roberts.
But how is that possible, since he's been marauding 20 years, and you only left me 5 years ago?
I myself am often surprised by life's little quirks. See, what I told you about saying please was true.
It intrigued Roberts, as did my descriptions of your beauty. Finally, Roberts decided something. He said, "All right, Wesley, I've never had a valet. You can try if you'd like. I'll most likely kill you in the morning." 3 years, he said that. "Good night, Wesley. Good work. Sleep well. I'll most likely kill you in the morning." It was a fine time for me. I was learning to fence, fight, anything anyone would teach me. And Roberts and I eventually became friends. And then it happened.
What? Go on.
Well, Roberts had grown so rich he wanted to retire, so he took me to his cabin and told me his secret. "I am not the Dread Pirate Roberts," he said. "My name is Ryan. I inherited the ship from the previous Dread Pirate Roberts, just as you will inherit it from me. The man I inherited it from was not the real Dread Pirate Roberts either. His name was Cummerbund. The real Roberts has been retired 15 years and living like a king in Patagonia." Then he explained that the name was the important thing for inspiring the necessary fear. You see, no one would surrender to the Dread Pirate Wesley. So we sailed ashore, took on an entirely new crew, and he stayed aboard for a while as the first mate, all the while calling me Roberts.
Once the crew believed, he left the ship, and I have been Roberts ever since. Except, now that we're together, I shall retire and hand the name on to someone else. Is everything clear to you?
We will never succeed. We may as well die here. No, we have already succeeded. Think of it. What are the 3 tiers of the fire swamp? 1, the flame spout. There's a popcorn sound preceding each, so we can avoid that. 2, the lightning sound. You were dumb enough to step in the only terrain that looked different than all the other terrain, so we can avoid that now too.
Grandpa, you're getting it all wrong. The poor accent is really throwing me off.
Dare to be different, I always say. Oh, come on. He never says that once. Yes, you're very smart. Now shut up, or I'll tell your mother you're faking sick. I could do a Carrie Elway accent if I wanted. This is what I get for making fun of Kevin Costner in Robin Hood Men in Tights. But Wesley, what about the PPBOUSs? Princess Peanut Butter Cups of unusual size? I don't think they exist. Wesley! There's a shortage of perfect cups in this world. It'll be a pity to destroy yours. Kiss me, Wesley! This song isn't not very good. Really? Another kissing scene? And something's wrong. You're getting it all mixed up. What do you want me to do? Put all the pieces together for you? Who do you think I am? Frickin' Columbo? Now where were we? Ah, yeah. Wesley and Buttercup safely escaped the fire swamp.
We did it. That wasn't so terrible.
Surrender!
Do you wish to surrender to me? Very well, I accept.
I give you full marks for bravery. Don't make yourself into a fool.
Oh, but how will you catch us? Know the secrets of the fire swamp. We can live there happily for some time. Whenever you feel like dying, feel free to visit.
I say again, surrender.
Will not happen.
For the last time, surrender!
Death first! Will you promise not to hurt him?
What was that?
What was that? If we surrender and I return with you, will you promise not to hurt this man?
May I live 1,000 years, never hunt again.
He is a sailor on the pirate ship Revenge. Promise to return into his ship.
I swear it will be done. Once we're out of sight, take him back to Florin and throw him into the pit of despair. I swear it will be done.
I thought you were dead once, and it almost destroyed me. I could not bear it if you died again, not when I could save you.
Come, sir. We must get you to your ship.
We are men of action, wives do not become us.
Well spoken, sir. What is it?
You have 6 fingers on your right hand. Someone was looking for you.
Where am I?
Pit of despair. Don't even think. Don't even think about escaping. Chains are far too thick. And don't even dream of being rescued. Only way in is secret. Me, the prince, and the count only know the way in and out.
So I'm here till I die?
Till they kill you.
Then why bother curing me?
The prince and count insist on everyone being healthy before they're broken.
So it's to be torture. I can cope with torture. Don't believe me?
You survived the fire swamp, so you must be brave. But nobody stands the machine.
She's been like this ever since the fire swamp. It's my father's failing health that's upsetting her.
Of course.
The king died that very night, and before dawn, Buttercup and Humperdinck were married. And at noon, she met her subjects again, this time as their queen.
My father's final words were...
Hold it, Grandpa. No, you read it wrong. She doesn't marry Humperdinck, she marries Wesley. I'm sure of it. After all Wesley did for her, if she didn't marry him, it wouldn't be fair.
Who says life is fair? Where is that written? Life isn't always fair.
I'm telling you, you're messing up this story. Now read it right.
Do you want me to go on with this?
Yes.
Alright then, no more interruptions. At noon, she met her subjects again, this time as their queen.
My father's final words were, love her as I loved her, and there will be joy. I now present to you your queen, Queen Buttercup.
Boo! Boo! Boo!
Why do you do this?
Because you had love in your hands, and you gave it up.
But they would have killed Wesley if I hadn't done it.
Her true love lives, and she marries another. True love saved her in the fire swamp, and she treated it like garbage. And that's what she is, the queen of refuse. So bow down to her if you like. Bow to her. Bow to the queen of slime, the queen of filth, the queen of putrescence. Boo! Boo! Rubbish! Filth! Slime! Muck! Boo! Boo! Boo!
It was 10 days till the wedding. The king still lived, but Buttercup's nightmares were growing steadily worse.
See, didn't I tell you she'd never marry that rotten Humperdinck?
Yes, you're very smart. Shut up.
It comes to this. I love Wesley. I always have. I know now that I always will. If you tell me that I must marry you in 10 days, please know that I will be dead by morning.
I could never cause you grief. Consider our wedding off. You've returned this Wesley to his ship?
Yes.
We shall simply alert him. Beloved, are you sure he still wants you? After all, it was you who did the leaving at the fire swamp. Not to mention, pirates are not known to be men of their words.
My Wesley will always come for me.
I suggest a deal. You write 4 copies of a letter. I'll send my 4 fastest ships, 1 in each direction. The dread pirate Roberts is always close to Florin this time of year. We'll run up the white flag and deliver your message. If Wesley wants you, bless you both. But if not, please consider me as an alternative to suicide. Are we agreed?
Your princess is quite a winning creature. A trifle simple, perhaps, but her appeal is undeniable.
Yes, the people are quite taken with her. It's odd. When I hired Vizini to have her murdered on our engagement day, I thought that was clever. But it's going to be so much more moving when I strangle her on our wedding night. Once Gilda is blamed, the nation will be truly outraged. They'll demand we go to war.
Now where is that secret knot? It's impossible to find. Are you coming into the pit? Wesley's regained his strength. I am turning on the machine tonight.
Tyrone, you know how much I love watching you work, but I have my country's 500th anniversary to plan, my wedding to arrange, my wife to murder, and Gilda to frame for it. I'm swamped.
Get some rest. If you haven't got your health, you haven't got anything.
Beautiful, isn't it? Took me half a lifetime to invent it. I'm sure you'll come to understand my deep and abiding interest in pain. At present, I'm writing the definitive works on the subject, so I want you to be completely honest with me and tell me exactly how the machine makes you feel. Since this is the first attempt, we will use the machine's lowest setting. As you know, the concept of the suction cup is centuries years old, but instead of sucking water, I'm sucking life. I've just sucked 1 year of your life away. I might one day go as high as 5, but I'm really not sure what that'd do to you. So let's just start with what we have. What did this do to you? Tell me. And remember, this is for posterity, so be honest. How do you feel? Interesting.
Dylan.
Sire.
As Chief Inspector of Florin, I trust you with the secret. Killers from Gilla plan to kill my bride on our wedding night.
My spy network has heard no such news.
Too soon! Too soon!
You will come for me.
Okay. She will not be murdered. On the night of our wedding, I want the entire thief forest emptied. Everyone arrested.
Many of the thieves will resist. My enforcers will be inadequate.
Form a boot squad then. I want the entire forest emptied before I wed.
It won't be easy.
Try ruling the world sometime.
The day of the wedding arrived. The Brute Squad had their hands full carrying out Humperdinck's orders.
Is everybody out?
Almost. There's a Spaniard giving us some trouble.
Well, you give him some trouble. Move.
I'm waiting for you, Vizini. You told me to go back to the beginning. So I have. This is where I am. This is where I'll stay. And I will not be moved.
Oh there!
I do not budge. Keep your hold there.
But the prince gave orders.
So did Vicini. When a job went wrong, you went back to the beginning. And this is where we got the job. So it is the beginning. And I'm staying here till Vicini comes.
You, brute, come here.
I am waiting for Vicini. You surely are. Hello. It's you. You don't look so good. You don't smell so good either. Perhaps not. I feel fine. Yeah?
Physic and Inigo were reunited, and as Physic nursed his inebriated friend back to health, he told Inigo of Visni's death and the existence of Count Rugen the Six-Fingered Man. Considering Inigo's lifelong search, he handled the news surprisingly well. Physic took great care in reviving Inigo.
That's enough! That's enough! Where is Rugen? So I may kill him!
He's with the prince in the castle. But the castle gate is guarded by 30 men.
How many could you handle?
I don't think more than 10.
Leaving 20 for me. At my best, I could never defeat that many. I need Vicini to plan. I have no gift for strategy.
But Vicini is dead.
No, not Vicini. I need the man in black.
What?
Look, he bested you with your strength, your greatness. He bested me with steel. He must have outtaught Vicini. And a man who can do that can plan my castle's onslaught any day. Let's go!
Where?
To find the man in black, obviously.
But you don't know where he is.
Don't bother me with trifles. After 20 years at last, my father's soul will be at peace. There will be blood tonight!
Rise and report.
The thieves' forest is empty. 30 of my men guard the gate.
Doublet, my princess must be safe.
The gate has but one key, and I hold it.
Ah, my dulcet darling, tonight we marry. Tomorrow morning your men will escort us to Florin Channel, where every ship in my armada waits to accompany us on our honeymoon.
Every ship put you for fastest, you mean? Every ship for the 4 you sent.
Yes, of course, naturally, not those 4.
Your Majesty.
Never sent the ships. Don't try to line. Doesn't matter. Wesley will come for me anyway.
You're a silly girl.
Yes, I am a silly girl, for not having seen sooner that you are nothing but a coward with a heart full of fear.
I would not say such things if I were you.
Why not? You can't hurt me. Wesley and I are joined by the bonds of love, and you cannot track that. No with 1,000 bloodhounds, and you cannot break it. No with 1,000 swords. And when I say you are a coward, that is only because you are the slimiest weakling ever to crawl to earth.
I would not say such things if I were you.
You truly love each other? So you may have been truly happy. No couple in a century has that chance, no matter what the storybooks say. And so I think no man in a century will suffer as greatly as you will. Not to 50!
Listen. Do you hear? That is the sound of ultimate suffering. My heart made that sound when Rogan slaughtered my father. The man in black makes it.
The man in black?
His true love is marrying another tonight. So who else has cause for ultimate suffering? Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon, it's important. Heavy, please. Everybody, move! Thank you.
Where is the man in black? You came here from this grove, yes? Vezik, jog his memory.
I'm sorry, Inigo. I didn't mean to jog him so hard. Inigo?
Father, I have failed you for 20 years, but soon our misery can end. Somewhere close by is a man who can help us. But I cannot find him alone. I need you. I need you to guide my sword. Please, guide my sword.
Dead. Just is not fair.
Grandpa, wait. What did Fezzik mean he's dead? He doesn't mean dead. Wesley's only faking, right?
Do you want me to read this or not?
Who gets Humperdinck?
I don't understand.
Who kills Prince Humperdinck? At the end. I mean, somebody's got to do it. Inigo, who?
Nobody. Nobody kills him. He lives.
You mean he wins? Jesus, Grandpa, what are you reading me this thing for?
Now, you've been very sick and you've taken this all very seriously, so I think we just gotta stop now.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Sit down. I'm alright.
Alright, okay. Now let's see. Where were we? Oh yes, the pit of despair.
We Montoyas have never taken defeat easily. Come on, Fezzik, bring the body. The body? Have you got any money? I have a little. Just hope it's enough to buy a miracle. That's all.
Go away!
What?
Are you the miracle Max who worked for the king all those years?
The king's stinking son fired me. And thank you for bringing up such a painful subject. While you're at it, why don't you give me a nice paper cut and pour some lemon juice in it? Wear clothes! Beat it, or I'll call the brute squad.
I'm on the brute squad.
You are the brute squad.
We need a miracle. It's very important.
Look, I'm retired. Besides, why would you want someone the king's stinking son fired?
I might kill whoever you want to make the miracle.
He's already dead.
He is, huh? Bring him in. I'll take a look. I've seen worse.
Sir.
Huh?
We're in a terrible rush.
Don't rush me, Sonny. You rush a miracle, you get run of miracles. You got money?
65.
I've never worked for so little, except for once, but that was a very noble cause.
This is noble, sir. His wife is crippled. Children are on the brink of starvation.
Ah, you're on the layer.
I need him to help avenge my father. Murdered these 20 years.
Your first story was better. Where's my bellows clan? He probably owes you money, huh? Well, I'll ask him.
He's dead, he can't talk.
Ooh-hoo-hoo! Look who knows so much! See, your friend here is mostly dead. There's a big difference between mostly dead and all dead. Here, open his mouth. Mostly dead isn't all dead. With mostly dead, they're still slightly alive, but all dead, usually only one thing you can do.
What's that?
Go through their pockets and look for loose change. Hey! Hello in there! What's so important? What you got here that's worth living for?
True love. True love, you heard him? You could not ask for a more noble cause than that.
Sonny, true love is the greatest thing in the world, except for a nice MLT. Mutton, lettuce and tomato, where the mutton's nice and lean, and the tomato is nice and right. It's so perky. I love that. But that's not what he said. He clearly said to blave, which we all know means to bluff. So you were probably playing cards and he cheated.
Get back, witch! I'm not a witch, I'm your wife, and after what you just said, I'm not even sure I want to be that anymore!
You've never had it so good.
True love, he said true love!
Don't say another word, Valerie!
He's afraid! Ever since Prince Humperdinck fired him, his confidence is shattered!
Why did you say that name? You promised me you'd never say that name!
Watch! Humperdinck!
Ah!
Humperdinck!
Ah!
Humperdinck!
Ah!
Humperdinck! Humperdinck! Humperdinck!
I'm not listening!
True love lies expiring, and you won't have the decency to explain why you want
Nobody's hearing nothing!
Humperdinck! Humperdinck! Humperdinck!
This is Buttercup's true love. If you heal him, he will stop Humperdinck's wedding.
Ah! Ooh! I make it better when Humperdinck suffers?
Humiliations galore.
Ooh! Poopity scoop! That is a noble cause. Give me the 65. I'm on the job.
It's a miracle pill?
The chocolate coating makes it go down easier. But you have to wait 15 minutes for full potency. And you shouldn't go swimming for at least, what?
An hour.
Yeah, an hour.
A good hour.
Thank you for everything.
Okay.
Goodbye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It'll take a miracle. Bye!
Inigo, there's more than 30.
What's the difference? We've got him here. Help him here. We have to force feed him.
Has it been 20 minutes?
We can't wait. The wedding is in half an hour. We must strike in the hustle and the bustle beforehand. Open his mouth and tilt his head back.
How long do you think we have to wait to know if the miracle's on or not?
Your guess is as good as... I beat you each apart. I'll take you both together.
I guess not that long.
Why won't my arms move?
You've been mostly dead all day.
We had Miracle Max make a pill to bring you back. I can't move my legs either. I'm not sure that will come. Just don't try to overdo. Why am I on a wall? Who are you? Are we enemies? Where's Buttercup? Let me explain. No, there's too much. Let me sum up. Buttercup's marrying Humperdinck in a little less than half an hour. So all we have to do is get in, break up the wedding, steal the princess, and make our escape after I kill Count Rugen. That doesn't leave much time for all the dilly-dallying.
You just wiggled your tongue. That's wonderful.
I've always been a quick healer. What are our liabilities? There is but one working castle gate, and it is guarded by 100 men. And our assets? Your brains, Fezik's strength, and my steel. That's all? That's the grand total. It's impossible. If I had a month to plan, maybe I might come up with something, but this...
You just shook your head. Doesn't that up your spirits?
My brains, your strength, and his steel against 100 men, and you think a little head jiggle is supposed to make me happy? Can you imagine what it's like for me, sitting here wiggling my toes while my true love marries my murderer? I mean, if we even had a wheelbarrow, that would be something. Where did we put that wheelbarrow the albino had?
Over the albino, I think. Okay, maybe we can get a wheelbarrow.
Well, why didn't you just list that among our assets in the first place? What I wouldn't give for a cloak. There, we can't help you.
Will this do?
Where it did.
While you were after the eel marrow, Max gave me this to help gather volcanic mud. It fits so nice. He said I could keep it.
All right, come on. I'll need a sword eventually. Why, you can't even lift one. True, but that is hardly common knowledge. Thank you. Now, there may be a problem once we're inside. I'll say, how do I find the Count? And once I do, how do I find you again? And once I find you again, how do we escape? And once...
Don't pester him. He's had a hard day.
Right, sorry.
Inigo?
What?
I hope we win.
Nervous?
Should I be?
Brides often are, I'm told.
I do not marry today. My Wesley will save me.
Marriage is what brings us together today. Marriage, that blessed arrangement, that dream within a dream.
Stand your ground, men! Stand your ground!
I am the dread pirate Robert. There will be no survivors.
Now? Not
My
yet.
men are here, and I am here. But soon you will not be here.
Light him!
The dread pirate robber takes no survivors. All your worst nightmares are about to come true.
That love, true love, will follow forever.
The dread pirate Roberts is here for your soul.
So treasure your love.
Skip to the end.
Have you the ring?
Here comes my Wesley now.
Fezzik, the portcullis!
Your Wesley is dead. I killed him myself.
Then why is there fear in your eyes?
Give us the gate key.
I have no gate key. Fezzik, tear his arms off. Oh, this gate key.
And do you, Princess Buttercup?
Man and wife! Say man and wife!
Man and wife.
Escort the bride to the honeymoon suite. I'll be there shortly.
He didn't come.
Kill the Dark One and the Giant, but leave the third for questioning.
Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Vasek, I need you!
I couldn't leave him alone.
He's getting away from me, Vasek. Please!
Be right back.
Thank you.
Strange wedding. What was that for?
Because you've always been so kind to me. Because I won't be seeing you again. Since I'm killing myself once we reach the honeymoon suite.
Well, that would be nice. She kissed me!
I'm sorry, Father. I tried. You must be that little Spanish brat I taught a lesson to all those years ago. Astounding. Have you been tracking me down all these years only to fail now? Well, I think that's the worst thing I've ever heard. How marvelous. There is a shortage of perfect breasts in the world. It would be a pity to damage yours.
Wesley! Oh, Wesley, darling! Wesley, why won't you hold me?
Gently.
At a time like this, that's all you can say. Gently.
Gently! Oh. Good heavens, are you still trying to win? You've got an overdeveloped sense of vengeance. It's going to get you hurt someday. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. prepare to die. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Aha! My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Aha! My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Stop saying that. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Oh. Oh. Offer me money. Yes. Power too. Promise me that. All that I have and more. Please. Offer me everything I ask. Anything you ask. I want my father back, you son of a bitch. Oh. Oh.
Oh, Wesley, will you ever forgive me?
What hideous sin have you committed lately?
I got married. I didn't want to. It all happened so fast.
It never happened.
What?
It never happened.
But it did. I was there. This old man said man and wife.
Did you say I do?
Well, no. We sort of skipped that part.
Then you're not married. If you didn't say it, you didn't do it. Wouldn't you agree, Your Highness?
A technicality that will shortly be remedied. But first things first. To the death.
No! To the pain!
I don't think I'm quite familiar with that phrase.
I'll explain, and I'll use small words so that you'll be sure to understand, you warthog-faced buffoon.
That may be the first time in my life a man has dared to insult me.
It won't be the last. To the pain means the first thing you'll lose will be your feet below the ankles, then your hands at the wrist, next your nose.
And then my tongue, I suppose. I killed you too quickly the last time. A mistake I don't mean to duplicate tonight.
I wasn't finished. The next thing you'll lose will be your left eye, followed by your right.
And then my ears, I understand. Let's get on with it.
Wrong. Your ears you'll keep, and I'll tell you why. So that every shriek of every child at seeing your hideousness will be yours to cherish. Every babe that weeps at your approach. Every woman who cries out, "Dear God, what is that thing?" will echo in your perfect ears. That is what to the pain means. It means I leave you in anguish, wallowing in freakish misery forever.
I think you're bluffing.
It's possible, pig. I might be bluffing. It's conceivable, you miserable, vomitous mass, that I'm only lying here because I lack the strength to stand. Then again, perhaps I have the strength after all. Drop your sword. Have a seat. Tie him up. Make it as tight as you like.
Oh! Where's Fezzik?
I thought he was with you.
No.
In that case, what?
Help him!
Why does Wesley need helping?
Because he has no strength. I knew it. I knew you were bluffing. I knew he was bluffing. Shall I dispatch him for you?
Thank you, but no. Whatever happens to us, I want him to live a long life alone with his cowardice. Hello! Hello! Where are you?
Ah, there you are. I saw the prince's stable, and Inigo, there they were, 4 white horses. And I thought, there are 4 of us, if we ever find the lady. Hello, lady! So I took them with me, in case we ever bumped into each other. And I guess we just did.
Bezic, you did something right.
Don't worry, I won't let it go to my head.
You know, it's very strange. I've been in the revenge business for so long. Now that it's over, I don't know what to do with the rest of my life.
Have you ever considered piracy? You'd make a wonderful Dread Pirate Robert.
They rode to freedom, and as dawn arose, Wesley and Buttercup knew they were safe, and a wave of love swept over them. And as they reached for each other, it's kissing again. You don't want to hear that.
I don't mind so much.
Okay.
Since the invention of the kiss, there have been 5 kisses that have been rated the most passionate, the most pure. This one left them all behind.
The end. Now, I think you ought to go to sleep.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Grandpa, maybe you could come over and read it to me again tomorrow?
As you wish.
Come, my love, I'll tell you a tale of a boy and girl and their love story.
How he loved her oh so much, all the charms she did possess.
Now this did happen once upon a time. Things were not so complex.
And how he worshipped the ground she walked. And when he looked in her eyes, he became obsessed.
My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel.
My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. It's as real as the feelings I feel.
He said, don't you know I love you oh so much, and lay my heart at the foot of your dress.
She said, don't you know that storybook loves always have a happy ending?
Then he swooped her up just like in the books, and on his stallion they rode away.
My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel.
My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. It's as real as the feelings I feel.
Ooh, poopity scoop!